I wanted to make a real long-form video on YouTube using AI. Not a short demo clip, and not the kind of low-value AI slop nobody actually finishes watching. Something that could tell a story, teach something, or hold someone's attention all the way through. The hard part wasn't generating one good clip, it was holding the whole thing together. The plan, the visuals, the voice, the edit, all the way to a finished video. So the test was simple. Can you build a long AI video, scalable to 10 minutes or more, using only free tools? Or does the chain break the moment you push past one nice clip? That's what I tried. What follows is what worked, what didn't, and what I'd actually use if I had to do this again. One thing before we start. Free doesn't have to mean low value. The goal of this workflow is to build long AI videos that are actually worth watching. Stories, mysteries, educational topics, documentary-style narratives, curiosities. The tools are free, the standard isn't. A couple of things are already out. Anything paid by definition, and Grok's native video generation, which used to be a real free option here and is now locked behind the paid tier. So I went looking for what's left. The first thing I learned was that the plan matters more than the generator. If you improvise each clip one by one, the project drifts almost immediately, and by clip number 10, you've lost the idea you started with. So before any image, any clip, any voice, you need a production map. The tool I use for this is Arena. It gives you free access to a long list of strong text and reasoning models. Check the leaderboards to see which model is currently strongest for what you need, then go to Direct Chat. It's the cleanest way I found to use a top-tier model without paying or burning through a free quota the moment a project gets long. I use Arena twice in this workflow. The first time is to find the idea, if you don't already have one. I have a prompt that pushes the model in that direction. You paste it into Direct Chat and pick the strongest idea from the list. The second prompt is the one that does the heavy lifting. You give the model your idea. You give it a target duration, 2 minutes, 5, 10, longer, and it builds the entire video as numbered scene blocks. Each scene is roughly 5 seconds, with 3 things attached: an image prompt, a video prompt, and a narration line. The model keeps producing those scene blocks until it fills the duration you asked for. That's the moment the workflow stops being abstract. You're not asking AI for a script anymore. You're asking it to build a shot list, with every image, every camera direction, and every line of voiceover already in order, ready to produce. If you want a longer video, you raise the target duration, or you ask the model to keep going with the next batch of scenes. The system doesn't care whether you're making 3 minutes or 15. All the prompts and direct links to the tools I'm using today are on my free website linked in the description. At the end of the video, I'll show you exactly how to get them. Now we have a numbered map. The next problem is generating the images. This is where the first wall is, because long videos need a lot of images, and free image tools have a habit of being free until they aren't. Qwen is useful for one-off generations, but in my testing, the limits arrive too fast to use it as the backbone for a long project. Most of the other free image tools either add watermarks, lose quality on anything specific, or break down once you push past a handful of generations. The tool I ended up using for both images and animation is Meta. A few things make Meta work for this. It generates 4 results at once, so every prompt gives you options instead of forcing you to commit. There's an edit option built into the image. If a face is right but the lighting is wrong, you can fix that detail without regenerating from scratch. There's Restyle, which lets you push every image toward the same visual style so your scenes don't feel like they came from different videos. And in my testing, I generated more than 50 images and videos without hitting a limit. The flow is simple. Take the image prompt from scene 1, paste it into Meta, pick the strongest of the 4 options, edit anything small that's off, then move to scene 2 and follow the numbers. No quota anxiety in my experience, and the output is consistent enough to build a real video on. Why image first instead of direct text to video? Control. Generating the image first lets you choose the exact look, fix what's off, and then animate the version you actually want. For long videos, that control is the difference between a coherent project and a pile of clips that don't belong together. So the images are ready. Now we need to animate them. And this is where I expected to switch tools. I tried Google Vids first. The output is strong, but in my testing, you usually hit a generation limit at around 10 clips. Fine for one polished sequence, useless for a long video built from dozens. I went looking for a free image-to-video tool that wouldn't fall over, and the thing that solved it was something I didn't expect. It was Meta again. The same tool I'd been using for images can also turn those images into video. There's a regular animate option that picks the motion automatically, and there's custom animate, which is the one that matters here, because we already have a video prompt for every scene from Arena. Hit custom animate, paste the matching video prompt, and it animates the shot the way the production map called for. That's the moment the chain became real. One tool, two of the most expensive parts of the pipeline, both running on free access. If a generation doesn't land, you regenerate. If it does, you save the clip. And here's the warning that sounds boring, but will save your project. Save every final clip with its scene number from the production map. Not the topic, not the date, the scene number, in one folder, in order. By the time you've generated 50 or 80 clips and regenerated some of them 3 times, the difference between a workflow that finishes and one that collapses is whether you can put them back in the right order without listening to each one. Skip the numbering and you'll lose hours figuring out what belongs where. I've watched the alternative happen. Now, if you want to push the visual quality further, this is where I'd use a more powerful model to create shots that look like this. All of these clips can be created inside Higgsfield. Higgsfield brings strong image, video, and audio models into one platform, which means you're not jumping between 4 different tools and 4 different subscriptions to make one polished sequence. On the image side, the model I'd point to is GPT Image 2. Inside Higgsfield, GPT Image 2 generates in 4K, and you can pull up to 4 results at once, so you're picking from real options at real resolution, instead of committing to whatever the first generation gave you. Once you've chosen the image, you click Animate, and that's where Seedance 2.0 comes in. You can describe the shot the way a director would, the camera movement, the pacing, the energy, and you can also describe the sound or audio direction you want, and the model imitates that direction inside the clip. So instead of generating motion and then hunting for matching audio later, the two are connected from the start. The best part is that Seedance and Higgsfield has the lowest cost per generation on the market. So if you want to try it, I've left the direct link in the description and in the pinned comment. Thanks to Higgsfield for sponsoring this video. Now, once we have the videos generated, whether you use the free workflow or a higher quality option like Higgsfield, the next problem is the same. When I started, I figured I'd record the narration myself. Then I checked the comments on previous videos on this channel. A lot of you don't want to use your own voice on these AI projects. You want something free, natural, consistent, and ideally able to handle multiple languages. So I went looking. 11 Labs is the one everyone reaches for. It's also paid, so it's out. Google TTS Audio is next. The catalog is good, the quality is solid, and it used to handle hours of audio without trouble. In my testing now, you start running into limits past about 10 minutes. Still useful for shorter content, but not the backbone for long narration. What actually solved this for me runs on your own computer. It's a combination: Pinocchio, Ultimate TTS Studio, and Kokoro TTS as the voice model. First, download Pinocchio for your operating system and install it. Once you open it, use the search bar and look for Ultimate TTS Studio. Open that page, click Install, and let Pinocchio handle the setup. You don't have to manually download models or configure folders. Just follow the installation steps until the app is ready. Then open Ultimate TTS Studio from inside Pinocchio. In the Model section, choose Kokoro TTS and click Load. Once it finishes loading, choose this and go to the Pre-trained Voices section. Pick one of the voices from the catalog, paste your narration text into the text box, and generate.
Chernobyl didn't end in 1986.
Chernobyl didn't end in 1986.
Chernobyl didn't end in 1986.
In my test, Kokoro generated more than 10 minutes of audio in a single pass. Stable, no breaks, first attempt. No quota, no token counter, no subscription, because the model is running on your machine. I have a full video on Pinocchio and the best local audio models. Link is in the description and a card. You can generate each line separately and drop each file under its matching clip. Easier alignment, but the voice can sound a bit disjointed because every line was made in isolation. Or you generate all the narration as one file, which sounds more natural but takes manual alignment in the editor. I go with the second. The natural flow is worth the extra work.
Chernobyl didn't end in 1986. Nearly 4 decades later, the zone is not empty, but it is nothing like it used to be.
The editor is CapCut. It's free and it runs on desktop, phone, or browser. Import your numbered clips in order. This is where the numbering pays off. Then drop in the narration and line up each clip with the voice. If a clip is slightly too short or too long for the line under it, adjust the speed or trim it until it fits. Once the timing works, don't leave the video completely flat. CapCut has transitions and effects you can drag directly onto the timeline, so use them to make the video feel more alive. You don't need to over-edit every second, but adding a few clean transitions, subtle effects, or small visual movements can make the final video much more watchable. For music, head back to Arena. Ask the same model what kind of music would fit the project. I have a prompt for this on the website, and paste the answer into Sonato, which is free and unlimited in my testing. Set it to no lyrics so vocals don't fight the narration. Generate download, and drop the track under the voice in CapCut at low volume. So can you actually build a long AI video with free tools right now? Yes.
Chernobyl didn't end in 1986. Nearly 4 decades later, the zone is not empty, but it is nothing like it used to be. This was once a model Soviet city, built for the workers of a nuclear dream. Then, in a single night, everything changed. A test went wrong, and the reactor tore itself apart. Radiation spread without color, without smell, without warning. At first, nobody understood what had happened. Children still played outside. 3 days later, the evacuation began. They were told they would return in a few days. Most never came back.
This is the workflow I'd use right now if I had to make a long AI video without paying for the usual stack of tools. A couple of honest limits before you start. It works best for stories, mysteries, educational topics, documentary-style narratives, and curiosities. Anything that lives as cinematic shots with narration on top. It's not built to track the exact same character through dozens of scenes with perfect consistency. If your idea relies on that, you'll fight the tools more than you'll use them. To make the video longer, you don't change anything. Raise the target duration in the production map prompt, or ask Arena to keep generating more numbered scenes. Then images, animations, narration, edit. Same chain, more scenes. That's how a 5-minute video becomes a 15-minute video without rebuilding the workflow. The hard part of this was never generating one AI clip. The hard part was holding the whole thing together long enough to become a real video. Now, like I promised at the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you how to get the free PDFs with all the information from today's video. Just go to my website with the link in the description, and we're going to click Free PDF. Once we're here, all we have to do is select the video we want the PDF from, click this button, and we'll have it downloaded. But there are also a lot of free options here that I'm sure you're going to be interested in. For example, we have a catalog that we keep expanding with free AIs that you can use from our website, online, and at no cost. We also have our own AI tools directory, where in one place you have grouped together, updated day by day, the best AIs for generating each thing for free. On top of that, you can see how the community rates them to help you choose better. We're also launching our new blog, where you'll find updated news about new free AI content. And this is only going to keep growing. If you want to stay up to date with the world of artificial intelligence for free, I recommend that you check out this website. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one.